Good morning, grade 12s. Now, if you are in the same district where I teach, which is Ekurhuleni South, you've already written your prelim papers. Now, I thought let's have a look at paper 2. Since we place so much focus on literature in grade 12, I think it's important that we do a little review on your paper 2. So, they gave the following poems this time. Talk to the Peach Tree as the essay question. Sonnet 130, The Shipwreck and It is a Beauteous Evening, calm and free, as the contextuals. So as you know, you choose two of these. So it could be an essay and contextual or two contextuals. Now, very few of you chose Talk to the Peach Tree. Those of you who did, you averaged about 6 or 7 out of 10. If you wrote that essay, not too bad. Most of you chose Sonnet. I think, almost all of you chose Sonnet. Good poem to do. If you find Sonnet in an exam, do Sonnet. That's just without a question. Then Shipwreck. Now, I think some of you underestimated Shipwreck. I know it's a shorter poem. It does seem to be easier. But you were not able to fully answer the questions properly as they were asked. Somewhere along the line, you just focused on the superficial instead of really digging deeper into the poem. So that's something to be aware of. Go through these poems again, revise them again. Remember, there are 12 poems. We don't know exactly which poems are going to come out in the finals. So keep revising, keep going through, keep working through these poems of yours. Good. And then It is a Beauteous Evening, calm and free. Now, these marks did not look good at all. It did not look good at all. Somewhere along the line, sure, it's like you completely misinterpreted how he links God and nature. So many of you don't even see that connection, or you just tell me he's focused on the Bible. You needed to bring in the links, so the links were missing. Now, in general, the questions weren't bad. They weren't bad, but as I said, I'm worried about It is a Beauteous Evening, calm and free. It's like you didn't really read the poem again. And another thing I still see, you give these question papers back to me blank. Why are you not analyzing your poems before you write them? Do a quick analysis before you answer your poems, just to get your thoughts in order, just to make sure you're on the right track again before you answer. It will help you tremendously. You might then actually get your 10 out of 10 instead of 2 or 3, because that is not what you want. Then you have a picture of Dorian Gray essay. Very nice topic. Dorian Gray is both a victim and a villain. Critically discuss the extent to which you agree with this statement with close reference to the novel. Now, obviously Lord Henry influenced him. Lord Henry, obviously being like the devil, had this strong grip on Dorian, and he basically used him like a puppet. So in that sense, he was a victim. So there are things that show him as a victim. But then a lot of the things also show him as a villain. Killing Basil. Leading to the death of Arthur Campbell, leading to the death of Sybil, the death of James Vane. He caused a lot of death. He murdered people. He really was not just a victim. He definitely was a villain as well. So you had to bring these in. Now, many of you would have gotten 13 and above. Now, I would say that if you now wrote Dorian and you did not get at least 18 and above, I would consider writing Othello. Just a tip. I would consider writing Othello. You might score better marks if that's the book you're doing. If you're maybe doing Crucible, do Crucible. Also nice drama. Short, sweet, easier than Dorian Gray. The drama is usually easier to write than the novel. So I'm just saying, if you're doing Othello, do Othello. If you're doing Crucible, I suggest Crucible. But, because Dorian Gray just leans itself better to contextual questions. The contextual questions were nice. They were quite nice. Then, now I don't really teach Life of Pi anymore, where I am, but I taught it for many years, so let's just have a look at the question. The truth is not always easy to accept. In Life of Pi, the author represents readers with two versions of Pi's story. The novel challenges readers to question the nature of truth and reality. Very true. Remember that he swaps humans with animals. He reveals the true story at the end. It's a story within a story. It's a whole complicated thing, but very nice. Then you explain how this is done and how the truth is easy to accept and how these characters are replaced with animals to make it more palatable, if you will, so that he doesn't have to face the consequences of him being a cannibal and also murdering and, doing stuff like that. Then let's see. Chapter 56 and 47 was the contextual. Yeah. Also reasonably easy if you've read the book. You cannot answer questions if you have not read the book. Then Othello. Now Othello had a nice essay. A very nice essay. Othello's innocence is manipulated by the appearance of honesty and loyalty of the villainous Iago, always claiming that he has only the best interests of others at heart. The innocent pay dearly. Iago, definitely the best villain ever written. So this is an awesome essay to write. And here, again, with these essays, please avoid retelling the story. We've read it. We know it. We really don't want to hear it again. Only quote things that are relevant. Mention things that are relevant to your answer. Peel method. Point, evidence, explanation, link. Those 4 things. Don't retell the story at all. We don't want a retelling of the story. Answer the question. Then the contextual questions. Let's see. Place in context. Act 3, Scene 3. Very good. Yeah, there's the Mona Othello. Oh, yeah. Very good. I think fair questions. Generally, from what I've seen in the marking, it went quite well. Yeah. It's just the Dorian essay is a bit worrying. So I'd say if you didn't get 18 and above, it's not the one for you. Actually, any essay. If you don't get 18 and above out of 25, swap to the other genre you're doing. Then Crucible also used to teach this. Let's see. The manner in which Salem views his woman contributes to the tragedy that unfolds. Now you know that it was a patriarchal society. Men were in charge of everything. Men had the say-all. They were the be-all, end-all, everything. All of a sudden you had these little girls now ruling society, causing all of this. So that's an interesting thing to actually bring in. It's a very interesting essay topic. I have, in fact, not seen this essay topic before. So that's actually quite nice. That's a very nice topic. So, yeah, that would have been nice to write. Let's have a look at the contextual. Who is Abigail Williams in relation? So, Act 2, and Act, very nice contextual. So, if you did the Crucible, I'm sure you would have done well. But in general, looking at this question paper, I think it was very fair. I think, yeah, I wouldn't have put in sonnet again. I think it's been overused so far. I mean, you've been doing sonnet since grade 11. So I don't know if it'll be in finals again. We don't know. But I'd say overall, questions are fair. It's a nice bunch of questions. The essay topics are quite nice, actually. I think this was a good paper. So to the examiners and everyone, thank you. Awesome paper. And to the children, I hope you did very well. If you've written, you should be getting your marks back or have gotten your marks back. But well done. I think this was a good paper. Some of you, though, read the books. It's very important that you revise and read the books again. Use websites like sparknotes.com. Very good resource. Have an awesome day.